Get ready for the action because the Portland Trail Blazers are making huge moves. We are diving deep into the latest on the Blazers and their pursuit of a star player. We look at the situation surrounding Anthony Davis and why this potential move could redefine the franchise's future and what it really means for the team's long-term vision.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we're tracking the intense rumors swirling around the Washington Wizards and Anthony Davis. NBA insiders are suggesting a massive shakeup is on the horizon, with speculation pointing to a potential trade that could happen even before Davis even steps onto the court for the Wizards. We break down what these insiders are saying about Davis's future path in the nation's capital. Now, we rewind to the trade negotiations that just took place. We investigate why the Dallas Mavericks firmly turned down the Portland Trail Blazers' proposal for Anthony Davis, focusing on the specifics of the Jerami Grant package and what that rejection tells us about the Mavericks' current budget priorities. Finally, we get to the ultimate question. Is Portland aiming for Giannis Antetokounmpo, or is Anthony Davis the realistic upgrade they need right now? We analyze the complex trade rumors and what this means for the Trail Blazers' immediate needs versus their long-term goals. Don't miss this analysis. Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button for more breaking NBA news. The Portland Trail Blazers are reportedly exploring the acquisition of Anthony Davis as a pragmatic solution to their current lack of star power. Insiders suggest the team has shown interest in landing Davis before the deadline, though the Dallas Mavericks were reportedly unwilling to take on Jerami Grant's substantial contract as a salary filler. Davis ultimately landed with the Washington Wizards, but speculation persists that he could be on the move again before the 2026-27 season. NBA insider Jake Fisher reported that the Blazers are targeting Giannis Antetokounmpo this summer, positioning Davis as a contingency plan. This move could be viewed as a more realistic option for Portland. General Manager Joe Cronin has emphasized in an exit interview that the team is unwilling to sacrifice its future in an off-season trade, stressing that any move hinges on Giannis's long-term commitment to Portland, a factor previously rumored to be lacking. Davis is seen as fitting the profile of a cost-effective star, upgrade the Blazers are seeking. However, Anthony Davis presents significant concerns. Blazers insider Sean Highkin noted that Davis checks several boxes for a big name the team should avoid, citing his age, injury risk, contract situation, and inability to resolve Portland's shooting woes. At 33, Davis does not align with the timeline of the young core, having averaged just 37.7 games played over the last 3 seasons, and the Blazers have a history of injury-prone big men. Furthermore, Davis is set to command a $58.4 million contract next season, potentially making him the highest-paid player in Portland, complicating the upgrade of their young core. Most critically, Davis's career three-point percentage of 29.5% raises serious questions, especially given Portland's struggles as the 28th ranked three-point shooting team this season. Despite these valid concerns, analysts argue the move represents a low-risk proposition given the current market value. The low return seen in previous trades involving Davis, including Khris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Malaki Branham, Marvin Bagley III, and future draft picks, suggests the asset is undervalued. Portland appears to be pursuing a two-timeline strategy, securing a short-term star to maximize the window for Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday while preserving their long-term outlook. Anthony Davis, with all his drawbacks, is seen as the necessary component for this strategic approach. NBA insiders are suggesting that Anthony Davis could be traded by the Washington Wizards without him playing a single game this season. The move comes amid ongoing speculation regarding the team's direction and future plans. The Wizards have been struggling this season, though they have shown signs of readiness to compete, evidenced by their pursuit of players like Trae Young and Anthony Davis. However, Internal discussions suggest that Davis knows the team is not yet positioned for a championship run, which contrasts with his own ambitions. According to NBA insider Jake Fisher, there is a growing belief that Davis could be on the trade block before he even debuts for Washington. Fisher referenced a previous revelation by Chris Haynes, who suggested a possibility of a trade before the current season even began, following earlier reports that Davis would not play for the Wizards this season after a trade to Dallas. Fisher further indicated that this trade sentiment is circulating ahead of potential contract extension talks this summer. He also noted that sources close to the situation have advised him to consider Portland as a potential suitor for Davis should his pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo fall short. Meanwhile, the focus remains on Trae Young, with expectations set for an extension agreement between Young and the Wizards this summer, regardless of the outcome concerning Davis. Anthony Davis appears aware of his career trajectory, and while the Wizards may be years away from significant success, they may prefer to retain him if they cannot secure a favorable trade deal for him. The Dallas Mavericks ultimately rejected a trade proposal from the Portland Trail Blazers for Anthony Davis during the 2025-26 season, a move that preceded his eventual departure to the Washington Wizards in February. The trade offer from Portland was structured around veteran forward Jerami Grant, supplemented by draft capital and other expiring contracts. Dallas declined the package primarily because of the significant financial commitment involved, specifically the 2.5 years remaining on Grant's expensive contract. The Mavericks prioritized clearing their salary cap rather than adding more substantial financial obligations. In contrast, Dallas opted for a deal with the Washington Wizards that offered immediate salary cap relief by shedding the contracts of Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and Jaden Hardy. The Trail Blazers' attempt to secure Davis involved a package centered on Grant, also including players like Robert Williams III and Mattis Thybulle, whose contracts were nearing expiration, a common tactic for teams looking to manage future spending. Insider reports indicated that the Trail Blazers had proactively reached out to Dallas during the season to assess interest in a Grant-centric package. However, the Mavericks' decision was firm. They sought to reduce their financial burden rather than increase it. This decision follows a turbulent period for Davis in Dallas, where his tenure was widely viewed as unsuccessful due to persistent injuries, leading to his eventual trade to Washington. Portland Trail Blazers are reportedly exploring significant trade options, with speculation mounting that the team is looking to acquire either Giannis Antetokounmpo or Anthony Davis. The latest reports indicate that the franchise is weighing these two superstar acquisitions as potential moves to reshape its future roster and competitiveness. These rumors suggest a high-stakes period for the Trail Blazers as they assess their path forward in the NBA landscape. Further details regarding the specific terms or likelihood of these trades are still emerging, keeping the basketball world closely watching for official confirmation.